Yes, folks, for I am he, the hunky chunky funky monkey. And yesterday, I was reminded of a certain person who I shall not name. I'm sure some of you could guess, though. Now, this person did some shit, lied about it, got caught, and then tried to excuse himself by saying that he was depressed at the time. That the stress of moving house and having a child and blah 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 blah. He was depressed, so he decided to take these actions. You fucker. You do not know what depression is. If you think that being an asshole to people is a result of depression, you are sorely fucking mistaken, mate. If you think depression is feeling a bit sad, feeling a bit stressed out, you are so very wrong. I have suffered with depression my whole fucking life, and I have never been an asshole to people like you have. I'll tell you what depression is. Depression is despair, pure and simple. It rips everything out of you, drains all the feeling out of you. The first thing that comes back is that despair. The first thing you feel is wanting it all to stop. It paralyzes you. It makes you incapable of reasonable thought, reasonable action. And all you can think is how you want it all to end. Not die. You just want everything to stop. Some people do commit suicide. There are thousands more that don't. And in my case, although I've been there, I've had the pills lined up, I've had the knife on my wrist. And the only thing that stopped me was that I was scared that wouldn't be the end, that somehow I would continue, I would still feel all these horrible things. This crushing emptiness. And the feeling you cannot talk to anyone. And I can't describe it accurately. I know what I feel when this happens. Every time I have a spell, and thankfully it hasn't been too often this last year or so, because of the friends I've made in the community of the fandom menace. So stick that up your ass, haters. I've found friends, I've found people I can talk to. But that's not what this is about. I'm not going to get sidetracked here. What this is about is how fucking dare you take something that is so debilitating and think, oh, I can use this as an excuse for being a twat. I can use this to say, oh, I wasn't in my right mind. That's why I decided to attack people. That's why I decided to hide like a little fucking bitch. Disguise my actions. Lie about it. All those actions you took require rational thought, which when you're really depressed, you cannot do. How fucking dare you say that, oh, I felt a little sad, so I did this. And then when you get caught out in a blatant lie, you take somebody else's tragedy. Like, for instance, the tragedy of somebody who hijacked an aircraft and crashed it with everybody on board because he was disturbed. And you take that and you try to equate it with your situation of lying about something. You lie about something and say, oh, this person crashed a plane because he was disturbed. We all do things that we don't mean to do when we're disturbed. You fuck off with that shit. I mean, seriously. You really think it's okay to take somebody's tragedy, to take something that affects thousands of people in ways we cannot describe to you because there are no words. There are no words to accurately portray how we feel. Those of us who suffer understand each other. If we say to somebody else that's suffering, this is kind of what I'm going through, and that person says, yeah, I know, and can say to you exactly the same thing that you're feeling, but cannot make you feel. We cannot say to you, we cannot make you feel what we feel, and I wouldn't want anyone to feel the way I felt. The only way you can understand it is if you feel it. And like I say, I wouldn't want anyone, not even you, you fucker, anyone to feel that way. It is horrendous. But you think it's okay to take something that makes people want to end their lives and use it as an excuse for being an asshole. Now I know this shit went down with you months ago, but you've never really apologized for it. And no apology could be enough for what you did afterwards, what you used to try to excuse your actions. There is nothing you can do to make up for that. The fact that you think it's okay to take something that may be a mental issue, a mental health issue, but it still fucking cripples you physically at the same time. That you can take that and say, well, I felt a bit sad. This is why I did that. You fuck off. Would you say, if you broke your leg, would you say, oh, I'm crippled, so I'm going to use that as an excuse to be an arsehole? No, you wouldn't. Some of us are physically crippled, and we don't act like arseholes. Are there people that do? Are there people that lash out because of the pain, of what they're suffering? Yes, they lash out at their loved ones. They don't hunt people down to take this shit out on. There are so many things wrong with what you did and what you said to justify your actions. But this is the biggest one. And yes, I do take it personally. Like I said, I've suffered my whole damn life. And people like you think it's okay to take someone's suffering and say, I'm a bit like that. It is not okay, you fucking son of a bitch. It is not okay. You and others like you that use other people's suffering, that use other people's conditions, that you do not know about, you do not understand. You take these things and you use them as excuses to be twats, to be fucking cunts. I hate you. I really fucking despise you. You use people's misery. You use people's disabilities. You use one of the worst mental health conditions out there that affects millions across the world, that makes people end their lives, that absolutely destroys you. You use that because you want to excuse being a dick. And you wonder why people still hate you. Because that's the type of person you are. Is contemptible. Is hateful. And I bet any money you like, you wouldn't face me to discuss it. There are people who, at the mention of them showing up on a stream, you run like a little bitch. Because you cannot face the truth. You cannot face the people that will hold your feet to the fire. You are a little fucking pussy ass cunt. And you can go to fucking hell. If you ever pull this kind of bullshit again. And this goes for anyone. Even people I call friends. Even my own family. If you ever use somebody else's pain, somebody else's disability, somebody else's misery, if you ever use them to try to justify your actions, I will call you out. Who cares, you might say, you're just a tiny little channel. Tiny little following. Too fucking right, I'm little. But I will make my voice heard, and I will make damn sure a lot of people hear it.